racing. Homebush Spike jumps well. Venga Guapa off nicely, and Fortis Memories is there as well. They'll be followed through then by Wheelie Over It, who hunts the rail hard. They'll be followed by Dark Witches getting under Little Miss Picky. Good Time Helen's a long way from them, and so too is Big Time Flow as they come to the corner here. In front is Homebush Spike down the outside. Venga Guapa. Homebush Spike I think might have held, but it's tight. With Venga Guapa, Dark Witch got to third. Back in behind them then to Fortis Memories, Good Time Helen, Wheelie Over It. And the last pair, Big Time Flow and Little Miss Picky. The racing, Shin Zigzag was last away, and jumping to the front would have been Portobello Patsy. Shin Zigzag switches to the inside, drives through. Wairiri Mike is up nice and handy. Shin Zigzag goes to the lead from Wairiri Mike. Following them through then to Lum Jum. Really Rascals off the track. Cuts deep back in the pack, so now two now is Portobello Patsy. Homebush Shelly as well back too with Foxiana. Shin Zigzag makes it 2 for the week very easily. Second over was Wairiri Mike. That'd be followed home then by Lum Jum and Portobello Patsy. Back behind those runners then, we would have had Foxiana. Willie Rascal was never in the hunt. Cuts deep was well back with Homebush Celia. Racing My Beauty, a fair break, and Lenny Mac gets out well too, and so too does Vicariously, and also Manu Rama on the pace as well. Back and behind them to Homebush Pippi. Up and around the outside too, It's the Dream. Dark Fairy Tales is a long way back, and so too Botany Richie. Up to the corner they come. Manu Rama in front, trying hard as My Beauty. Manu Rama beats My Beauty Vicariously to third. Botany Richie got up for fourth ahead of Lenny Mac, and they'd be followed back in the field by Dark Fairy Tales, It's the Dream. And the last one to go by was Homebush Pippi. Racing, Trendy Boy steps okay. Out in a good line, we've got Dogged Dennis, Procrastination there early, and now Trendy Boy accelerates through to the lead, and Wepu comes after it. The brothers up front here. Trendy Boy from Wepu about a length back, about 4 lengths away then to Big Job Jonesy third. Behind those runners then we've got Procrastination, and Botany Liz was next around that. Good gap back the others. They're headed by Blue Desire, Dogged Dennis, Litchfield Lady right out the back. Trendy Boy in front by a couple. Wepu right on its tail, about 4 lengths away then. We've got Botany Liz and Big Job Jonesy. Up they come. Trendy Boy sees it through by half a length from Wepu. Botany Liz now third, and back behind those runners then would have been Big Job Jonesy. Good gap back the others. We had Procrastination and Blue Desire finishing side by side. Well back Dogged Dennis and Litchfield Lady. Litchfield Lady betting Dogged Dennis in. Racing, Homebush Marlow, a fair break. The inside runs for gas, a fair break too, but getting out quickly was Do More. Getting underneath it though, Homebush Marlow, and Crystal Ghost gets up there and goes to the lead. Crystal Ghost into the lead now, runs for gas, runs between runners. Homebush Marlow is third. Back to Do More. Pats all round. Calamity Sue is well back, so too Opawa Romeo. Homebush Annabelle. Up they come, and Crystal Ghost has seen it through from runs for gas. Homebush Marlow. Get back the others, probably fourth Opawa Romeo getting home quite well. Pats all round not far away with Homebush Annabelle and Calamity Sue. And racing, War on Terrors, midfield only. Otto Baxter gets out well, and Charlie's Pal going with it early too. Then Witch Misty followed through there by Billy Brand. They'll be followed back in the field by Go Manini. War on Terrors, no chance. Billy Brand got a bad check. Round the outside of that to King Selection. Working Midnight's gone back to last. Up to the corner they come. Driving through. Charlie's Pal holding. Witch Misty tries hard. Ooh, I think Charlie's Pal sent it through from Witch Misty. Otto Baxter third. Back in the race then we would have had Go Manini. The War on Terror was never a winning chance. Back with that would have been King's Selection. And back at the tail of the field we had Billy Brand and Working Midnight. And racing, Taikaria Lass hops out well from Ginger Pat the inside, and Magic Arrow's handy early, and Auckland Vending trying to cross them at the first bend and does. Auckland Vending gets there first by 2.5 lengths from Ginger Pat, second then Magic Arrow. Taikaria Lass next, then we've got Opawa Cuddles back to Homebush Ginger. Distasteful a long way from them today, and so's Botany Sal. Auckland Vending in front, Ginger Pat is 1.5 lengths away. Magic Arrow another 1.5 lengths back. Further back in the race then we've got Taikaria Lass, and further back then to Opawa Cuddles and Homebush Ginger. Into the straight comes Auckland Vending, kicking hard on Ginger Pat and driving home late Taikaria Lass. Auckland Vending sees it through. I think Taikaria Lass got up to knock Ginger Pat off for second and third. Back behind those runners then to Magic Arrow. Botany Cell was making up fairly good ground back behind them, with Homebush Ginger back in the pack, and Distasteful, and also back there too was Opawa Cuddles. Racing, Ameliorator Fair beginning with Ledger Domain. Very slow to go was Bel Kiddo. Bolting to the lead here would have been Chokdi Karen. Ledger Domain comes up on the outside of that. That'd be followed driving through. Then we've got Corborn Bow. Madam Ice is closer in. Further back in the race to Bel Kiddo. Working is further back as they swing the corner. Up they come. Driving hard. We've got Chokdi Karen to hold from Ledger Domain. Madam Ice has got to third. Then we had Ameliorate in a photo there with Working. Gay Thorley, Bel Kiddo. And back with them would have been at the tail of the field, Corborn Bow. Racing, Miss Allegro, she's missed it again, and a good line early here. Pushing through the inside was Cosmic Rascal. Up beside it would have been Sydenham Opal. They come out the first two. They'd be followed driving through on the inside then by Homebush Sting. Opalescent is very wide. Back in the race to 5k leg. Well back too, we've got Hill of Grace and Dodgy Pockets. Up they come. Cosmic Rascal holding. Cosmic Rascal from Homebush Sting. Sydenham Opal into third. Back behind them then fourth, Hill of Grace or Opalescent, who was typically out wide. 5k leg was well back, Dodgy Pockets well back, and Miss Allegro delivered at the start. And racing, Paddy Baxter hopped out fairly nicely the inside. Power Jen's got out well today, and Boston Lass is up there too, and Working Jewel in the early party as well. They'll be followed back midfield then by Lulu Blue. Gucci Rush the inside of another Hunter, and back last of all Corborn Logan. Into the back, and Power Jen's found the bunny today. Can she hold? She's out by 3 lengths. Working Jewel giving chase. Paddy Baxter is next, then Boston Lass. Further back of the race to Lulu Blue. Gucci Rush another Hunter, and Corborn Logan last of all up to the corner. Working Jewel around the outside of Power Jen, and Paddy Baxter right through the centre. Paddy Baxter's got there all right from Working Jewel, and Power Jen just held third from Lulu Blue, Boston Lass, Gucci Rush, and the last pair another Hunter and Corborn Logan. And racing, Miss Softy came out running there, very slow to go, would have been She Said Maybe. Carly Ray Rama's got underneath this favourite, Hermione Baxter around the outside. Missy Sloy too, but Missy Sloy's been checked. Opehu Flyer runs up into the money here with Reba Lauder trying to track it through as they come to the corner. Carly Ray Rama's dash clear, giving chases Opehu Flyer closer, and then to Reba Lauder and further out to Missy Sloy. Carly Ray Rama out wide has held on to score here from Opehu Flyer, Reba Lauder, Missy Sloy home in 4th spot. Others close up here would have been Kiribati Girl between runners. Back in the field then, She Said Maybe recovering after that slow beginning. Hermione Baxter and Miss Softy. They got underneath her early, and that was that. And racing, Hannibal Lecter, just a fair beginning only, and Miss Cool gets out well. Senorita Chang the inside. Now Hannibal Lecter comes across an empty bank, screams around the outside, runs to the lead. You can run to the tote. Empty bank out by 3. Hannibal Lecter holding down second, followed through then by Thrilling Might. Miss Cool back and behind these, further back then to Show 'em Baby. Up they come, an empty bank easily does it from the 8 today. Hannibal Lecter runs to second. Third over then Thrilling Might, then Miss Cool. Further back to Show 'em Baby. Homebush Verona never in the hunt, and Senorita Chang is last. Racing, another rule of fair break the inside. Opehu Tiger gets out well. Homebush Sarah there early too, and Homebush Cruden pushing between runners. Smash Magic has the inside. Round the outside of that to Homebush Coco. Trouble up front. Further back then Vinnie Baxter, Lemon Fish. Up to the corner they come, left in front Homebush Cruden. Trying hard, another rule. Out wider on the track, all the Coco and closer in Vinnie Baxter. Homebush Cruden scores. Vinnie Baxter gets through to second. Another rule third then. All the Coco, followed by Homebush Sarah. Behind those runners then to Lemon Fish. Opehu Tiger found trouble and Smash Magic last. Racing, Inca Suprema, good break here. Fantas Fever out nicely, then Homebush Barabbas, and pushing forward was Boot the Cash to get up into second. Fantas Fever's got shuffled back as Cosmic Sally gets past it. Well back was Bowman and Groovy Leo, who starts to hunt the rail. Across the top they come. Inca Supreme, Cosmic Sally driving hard. The inside slipped through to the lead and coming home well. Homebush Barabbas, and also out wide of Bowman. Down to the line, Cosmic Sally scored. Bowman dashed to second. Tight third. We had Homebush Barabbas and also Groovy Leo. Not too far away would have been Inca Supreme, who folded up in the straight. Fantas Fever well back when they crossed with Boot the Cash.